We are just 3 weeks away from the 8th anniversary, and we've got tons of details to cover right here in this video, and even guest appearances from Truth and Diddy. Here we go. The 8th anniversary LRs should release on the 30th. That's as in, like, you're going to be able to summon for them on the JP side of the game on the 30th of this month. This year, though, we will likely see them depart from the standard structure of an anniversary that we're used to and adopt the new structure we saw during Worldwide Celebration, which is where we get a Dokkan Festival LR coupled with a Carnival LR for part 1 and the same thing again for part 2, which means on the 30th of this month we will likely be getting a brand new Dokkan Festival LR and a Carnival LR, opposed to both of the Dokkan Fest LRs for the anniversary releasing on the same day. Let me know down below which structure you like better: the old school structure we've had for many years, which is 2 DFE LRs releasing at the same time followed by a TOP banner later in the month, or the new structure from Worldwide where you get a Carnival LR and a Dokkan Fest at the same time but twice. Now, as far as when we will actually start seeing the 8th anniversary LRs, the 5-year, 6-year, and 7-year LRs were all previewed on the 27th of January, every single one of them. Then again, the 5-year, 6-year, and 7-year animations for those LRs were shown off on the 29th of January. So for the previous 3 anniversaries, we've been incredibly habitual. They've all hit those exact same dates. So that's when you should expect to start seeing stuff about the actual LRs releasing. And the other fact here is I'm trying to hit 1 million subs at the end of the year. So please go down there, hit that red subscribe button, join the Nano fam today, and for the 8th anniversary, hit that like button. Now, why I'm mentioning this is because we've now had 8th anniversary teasers, and everyone is freaking out thinking, oh, it's gonna be GT. But these previous teasers I'm referencing from 5, 6, and 7 year are actual teasers that were showing off the LRs that were actually releasing. Not the same as the teasers we've had so far for 8 year, which at least at the time of this recording, I don't think we can confirm this means anything towards the actual characters releasing during the 8th anniversary. I really do think it's just building the hype for the anniversary itself. Now, something I do think could actually be teasing what the 8th anniversary is going to be about was the new Goku drawing we got with the 8th anniversary fan meetup announcement, which of course, as you can see there, is a Goku from the end of Z, which brings us to the next fact that we know about the 8th anniversary, which is a bit of a vague one. During the Worldwide Celebration live stream for the Japan side of the game, a producer was asked about the 8th anniversary, to which the producer said the main characters of the 8th anniversary have not appeared as headlining characters for an anniversary before. Now, first off, assuming the headlining portion was translated correctly, in my opinion, when they say headlining, they're speaking of the DFEs. I don't think they're going into the weeds of side banner characters or even top banner characters, because when you look at the advertisements for Dokkan during the anniversary, the actual picture of the app, all of that, it's always related to the DFE LR. You look back at year 7, few things had the Saiyan Saga LRs on them. Most of them were focused on, of course, Super Saiyan 4s and the Super Saiyan Gods. So headlining here to me means the DFEs. And even one step further into that, how literal did he mean the main characters haven't been headlining before? Is he referring to just totally new characters or forms of characters? Because it could absolutely just mean new forms we haven't seen of Goku, Vegeta, or their fusion counterparts that haven't been a part of the anniversary before. And that is especially the case in a game like Dokkan, where the game literally treats every single different form of a character as a totally different character. And of course, in a series like Dragon Ball, every character also has multiple forms. There's some complexity to this answer. So let's go super specific. Let's look at everything we've seen before. Year 1, Super Gogeta and Janemba. Year 2, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Year 3, technically, Super Saiyan Angel Goku and Angel Vegeta, and Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta. Year 4, back to Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Year 5, if you look at them, they're base Gogeta and base Vegito. Year 6, Ultra Instinct Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. And then year 7, of course, with the Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and again, for the 3rd time, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So the actual total characters here that I think, because again, I really do think it just means forms, it's only 12 characters that have actually headlined an anniversary. It's only really writing off 12 characters. That's it. Because I think it is so important that during an anniversary, it really is hype. It is like the pinnacle of the year. That's when you're really laying it out and setting up expectations for the game over the course of the next 12 months. You're bringing back players, you're bringing in new players. It is a very crucial and important time. And as much as people get tired of seeing Gokus, seeing Vegetas, and seeing the fusions, they are the characters that appeal to the largest audience. And while you might want to see more unique characters, you also, if you care about this game, you care about continuing to play this game, you want it to thrive, you want it to do well. And characters like Goku, Vegeta, and the Fusions are how we're able to keep playing this game and having fun with it. So as much as you might not want it, it is very good for the game to see those characters come back and headline these anniversaries. So I, prior to now, was on the side of it's got to be new characters, right? That's what he said. That was a pre-superhero release of LR Ultimate Gohan and LR Orange Piccolo, because I thought they could be headliners. Now, I know a lot of people thought that was crazy, but that was like, I think that's what he's hinting at. I think we're going to get a couple more things out of superhero this year, and they're saving the big stuff for the anniversary. And that's the only way that makes sense to me for it to not be a Goku and a Vegeta. So there's no way it can be a Goku and Vegeta. But now that we're here, we're post all the main superhero release stuff besides like a Cell Max. I feel like there's got to be some hoops they're going through here, and we're going to see a character that has technically been an anniversary headliner before, but just not that specific form or not that specific sort of way they transformed. Something of that nature. I think we're going to be surprised when we see what they do with 8 Year, which of course, what are they doing for 8 Year? That's the fun part. Who do you think it's going to be? And I really want to note here, I actually don't think part 1 or part 2 have to be super related. Last year, it was Super Saiyan 4s with the Super Saiyan gods into a Saiyan saga. Now, I know it was all Goku and Vegeta, but that was literally pulling from Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Z. So when I'm throwing these out here, these could literally be part 1 or part 2, because I don't think it's going to be a total thematic thing. I'm sure it's just going to be like, here's this set of characters, here's this set of characters. So starting off, Super Vegito and Buhan. Bro, where's the Vegetos? It's been forever. And technically, Vegito hasn't been a headliner before. We haven't seen them since Worldwide of 2020. I think it is time. Their Easy A's could absolutely happen here too, which is another one to look at. I think Buu Saga is definitely primed and ready, especially if you look at some Easy A's. The physical Super Vegito has an Easy A. There's definitely some stuff here to point towards maybe seeing some Buu Saga representation during this anniversary. Another great pair would be Jiren, as well as a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku that goes into UI. If you look at the UIs we have currently in the game, they don't cover like the initial transformation into UI basically at all. It's kind of insane how much is missing from that initial big hype that like broke Crunchyroll. I'm really surprised at how long ago that happened, and yet Dokkan hasn't taken advantage of it. So I absolutely think if that's not here during the anniversary, we're going to be seeing that sooner than later, and it's a massive moment that is just missing from this game. Broly, jeez, what do we have to do for a new DBS Broly? Now, I know he just Easy A'd, and I know a lot of you think that's impossible for him to happen during the anniversary. I still believe, man, I want to believe a Broly is showing up somewhere. Technically, a Gogeta Blue, while part of the active skill last year, obviously year 5, but dude, no standalone Gogeta Blue in this game yet too. So it's not impossible. Also, could be a Z Broly with like, obviously a Gohan, because the LR Tech Broly as well as the LR Tech Gohan and Goten are due up for an Easy A too. And I think Broly is an anniversary worthy character. I mean, Broly is definitely sort of the pinnacle of hype, especially for extreme type characters. And speaking of extreme characters that deserve an LR, Omega Shenron. Now, while I mentioned I don't think the teasers have much to do with GT, and my God, we've had so much GT related anniversary stuff, it's Omega. He definitely needs one. He's due up for an LR, and they could couple him with Universal Spirit Bomb Goku, who literally only representation in the entire game is a free-to-play unit, and that would be something different for a Goku as well. Gets back to Super Saiyan Blue. They never had a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken as a headliner. I know it's been Super Saiyan Blue, but not Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Vegito Blue emerged them all, so I gotta throw him out here, bro. Do I think it was gonna happen? It's so minuscule, but technically VB hasn't been just a specific unit there, so ha. Gohan and Cell, obviously 2019 Worldwide Celebration units need an Easy A, and if it is very strict and it can't be Goku, can't be Vegeta, can't be the fusions, then the next thing up, in my opinion, is a Gohan of some sorts. Like if they are really sticking to that comment to a T, then Gohan is the next in line, saying the next in line hype character that they're sitting on. In my opinion, it would either be Broly or Gohan behind a Goku or a Vegeta. That's what I think. You can let me know down below if you think differently. And lastly, rounding it back over to the Buu Saga related thing, I think this would be the craziest redemption story of all time, is an LR Kid Buu. We've wanted him for years. He shows up as an anniversary unit. A, gets the anniversary treatment in animations, and B, gets the anniversary treatment in his actual kit. And typically they give the most love throughout the entirety of the year to the anniversary units. It would be so sick to see that. And they couple that with a Super Spirit Bomb Goku, which ties it back into that end of Z Goku that is on the fan meeting. So I think this one is very likely, and I would absolutely love to see it. But But I know what you want to see are me, Truth, and Diddy having a good old talk about the 8th anniversary. Here we go. So first up, you can choose anything at all. What do you want to see for the 8th anniversary of Dokkan?
All right, what I want to see Blue Gogeta, Full Power Broly, Beast Gohan, and Cell Max. 4 headliners, right?
Yeah,
so
yes,
that's what I want to see. Is that going to happen? No.
The first part is Blue Vegito and Blue Gogeta.
Okay.
And then part 2 is Super Vegito and Super Gogeta. That is the ideal anniversary.
Okay.
Nano, what do you think? Would you like that?
I love it. So here's the thing. I was looking into this, and what you just said, technically, well, okay, Super Gogeta has, but technically the other 3 have never been headliners because they've always been transforming into those forms that you mentioned. We basically don't know anything about the 8th anniversary, but if you could give an educated guess, what do you think, like maybe part 1 and part 2 are going to be themed around?
Well, they just had that little mini trailer of GT, and I don't even know if that means anything. I'm hoping Omega Shenron is in it because I want an Omega Shenron with good animations because we don't have that. I thought that was going to happen, what was it, 7th anniversary. I thought it was going to be the part 2
Yes.
LRs. I thought Omega Shenron and Broly was going to be that. I hate that it was Saiyan Saga, by the way. Omega Shenron, I would love to see. It's definitely not going to be another Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta because there just ain't no way. There just ain't no way. What if it is this year, the headliner year, Omega Shenron and Broly? What if this is the headliner units this time? I wouldn't even be mad.
Like, I am down to get a new Omega, but like the accompanying character, if it can't be a Super Saiyan 4, if it can't be Gogeta, then what is it? Like Ultimate Spirit Bomb Goku? You know, like, is that?
Oh, yeah. I saw people talking about Spirit Bomb Goku or like 2 Spirit Bomb units because of Spirit Bomb 2 circles making 8.
So a Kid Goku that has Universal and then Adult Goku that's End of Z finishing off Buu, which would finally give us Kid Buu.
LR Kid Buu would be nice.
Would be sick. I would agree. I would agree to that being pretty cool. But like,
I have seen that going around. You know what? The fan meetup thing for 8th anniversary does have the End of Z Goku on it. So
I was like, wait a second, why is he on there? Like, you know, is that a hint
I
at
genuinely
anything?
thought it didn't mean anything. Now I'm starting to think it does.
I think everything's deliberate. Yeah, I don't think anything is ever not at least a little bit deliberate.
Like an actual realistic guess is pretty tough. It does feel like with the carnival format, they would probably be a little bit more comfortable maybe doing like a part 1 that really could be like the Spirit Bomb that finishes off Kid Buu and Kid Buu. Because then in part 2, they would have another Dokkan Fest, which could be another super class character. Maybe Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. A lot of people have thrown out, you know, Spirit Bomb Sword Trunk could be a possibility.
And I love my boy Trunks. I just don't know if he's headlining level, you know, like.
A lot of people just need to understand, right? They could do all this stuff. Worldwide could be this stuff, but like anniversary, it's like you got to drop Goku, Vegeta, Gogeta, and Vegito. Like that's it.
Yes.
It's anniversary.
Do you think that the preview means anything?
No, I think that it was probably just going to be a series of teasers that are going to be coming up.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I don't think it does. I personally don't think it does. I think it's just like we're building up to 8th anniversary. Here's the cool stuff we've released before. Time will tell, obviously.
Oh, you think that's what that is?
Yeah, I think the next preview is literally going to be the Super Saiyan Gods.
So if it is a Super Saiyan Gods and they're starting to show a little Broly action, you see in those trailers, you can see that there's a really bad animations of the Shenrons. If the next one is Broly and, you know, the God, there's going to be really bad animations of Broly. So they can change that by making a better Omega and a better Broly.
Probably, now that you've said that, that does bring up a good point. I think then if the next one is the Gods, then it's going to be really, really, really crucial to what is the one after that. Like, what is the next preview after the Gods?
I think there's going to be one after that. What if it's just this one little mini trailer? We wait like 2 weeks, then we get another one.
I don't think they're waiting 2 weeks. They're going to start building up. I think the most interesting thing about this year, though, is that we know the least we've ever known about Anniversary in years.
I'll say this, if it's Dragon Ball Saga, I'm probably quitting Dokkan.
I don't think it'll be Dragon Ball Saga.
If it's Goku versus Piccolo, I will be very upset. I'm sorry, Dragon Ball stands. It's just not it.
It's not Anniversary, whether I believe in that whole heart. That's more like a Golden Week, you know, or like a New Year's maybe or something like that. That I wouldn't even say it's even worldwide, really, in my opinion.
No. I get the Golden Week.
Going back to the worldwide interview where the producer said that it's going to be characters that have never been headliners before, how literal do you think they're being? Like, do you think Goku could still be a headliner, just not like a version of Goku we had before, which is technically, as far as Gokus, we've only ever had like Super Saiyan Gokus and Super Saiyan 4 Gokus. That's it.
If they take it in a form where it's like, it can be Goku, but it has to be like Super Saiyan 3 Goku because it hasn't been a headliner yet before yet.
Yeah. So
then it's like, then what is the point of even saying that? That's how I think of that.
But here's the thing. Now that we're in a post-superhero world where we've already had superhero be released, now that we don't have that anymore, because that's kind of what I thought maybe they were hinting at, was like, it's going to be superhero. What can really headline? I've seen some people throw out Trunks, which I'm not seeing as many people say that now that we're closer, but I'm like, Trunks really, to me, Trunks is not an Anniversary level character.
No.
He's just not. Now, Gohan is. No. Gohan and Cell 100%.
Yeah, I can see that.
for sure headline an anniversary, especially with the way they're doing it now with Carnival and DFE and then Carnival and DFE, because it could be some variation of maybe Gohan and Broly for like part 2. You know, they could do, there's lots of stuff they could do here. I just don't feel like Trunks is anniversary worthy, and I know that's gonna like make some people upset, but there's a level, there's just a pretty big gap between the hype of a Gohan and the hype of a Trunks, in my opinion.
Here's the difference. Trunks was never MC and Gohan was.
There you go.
You know what? He kind of is now. Superhero again. Listen, I don't know. Gohan has that love up there, and then Trunks is just not there. But Trunks is also cool.
Trunks is like beloved within the fandom, but he doesn't probably really outreach beyond the fandom too much. Whereas like a Gohan, a Goku, a Vegeta, a Fusion, all of those have like outreach beyond like the people that are super tapped in. Like,
you know, I think would be really cool if they do like an aging Gohan, where it's like I don't really like the transforming units where it's like every turn like AGL Goku and Tech Frieza, but if they do like one where it's like it goes from Kid Gohan, then to Teen Gohan, then to Adult Gohan, and then to Beast Gohan, something like that, I think that'd be pretty cool. Like an aging unit. I don't know how they would do that, but I think that'd be pretty cool.
That would be neat. Also, one thing I'm not seeing people mention, but a total workaround to still getting a Super Saiyan 4 Goku is we haven't had a transforming one technically.
That's true. Or we could have an aging Goku.
Yeah, that's what made me think of that, because technically you could have a GT Kid Goku that then goes into Super Saiyan 4 that would then could be matched up to like say like an Omega.
I was thinking that was going to be like with a baby celebration. So, it has to be baby next year. A baby Dokkan Fest or LR has to come next year, like 2023 this year.
You're saying next year, but we're this year now, brother. It is. We are 5, 6, 7 days into 2023 at this point, man.
Time is moving way too fast.
I think that he was saying there won't be a Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
So basically like the exact characters, but like not necessarily ruling out a Goku, Vegeta, or Gogeta or Vegito. It could be them, just not in the same way we've seen before.
Most people have run with that with, oh my god, we're getting our, Piccolo, Piccolo.
So I was one of those, because I was like, if it's not a Goku, if it's not a Vegeta, initially back in August when we got told this, if it's not those things, then the only thing I can think of that would fit anniversary is literally superhero. And of course now that's happened, so that can't be the case. So now I've switched and I'm on the opposite side where I'm like, okay, it has to be Goku and Vegeta still. Like I'm sorry, I just don't think, I love Trunks, I just don't know that he's anniversary level. The only other person I think is anniversary level that's not Goku, that's not Vegeta, that's not Fusion is Gohan. I think Gohan is the only other person, and if you look at the EZAs, it would line up, because definitely Gohan and Cell from 2019 worldwide are up for their EZA for sure, but so are the year 5s. So like,
I do think that the final Spirit Bomb against Kid Buu could be anniversary. I do.
I agree. It'd be crazy too. It'd be such a insane like arc for Kid Buu and everyone wanting him to get an LR, and he becomes an anniversary LR of all things, right? Like that's pretty peak.
Leading up to it, I thought like anniversary is going to get overshadowed, and that's fine. They were going to drop Beast Gohan.
Yeah, because of Beast and Piccolo. Yeah,
hypest, most successful, incredible high point of Dokkan moment ever. But even though I'm certain it's a successful celebration, definitely by their standards, I'm sure, but it could have been the best moment ever, and it wasn't. So I do feel like anniversary is more important than it could have been.
Yeah, more people definitely have their eyes on what are they doing next now, following what they did with Beast, right? And so I feel like whatever it is, it has to be something really special. Plus, I've seen some people note that they think worldwide is the bigger deal of the year. It's really not. It's still anniversary. Like that's the time where you get new players into the game. That's the time where you actually get to the top ranking, on the app stores, and that's when people mostly find the game and stuff like that, and also bring a lot of players back, right? Because anniversary is such a monumental thing, and so you have to kill it every year. And that's why every year, as much as people get so tired of seeing it, it's the Fusions and it's Goku and it's Vegeta, because guess what, those are the most hyped things for the general audience. Also, they're the MCs, so it's like, why? Like it is what it is. It is what it is. That's the vid. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.